Hello, Internet. How's it going? I'm just gonna make a quick video with bad lighting. Just excuse my messy appearance, which continues to be messy. I kind of just do part-time delivery jobs, things like that. Meaning to clean up a little bit, but I just wanted to make a quick video while I'm thinking about this, while I have this fresh in my mind, and I just wrote something that I thought I would like to post on a Substack, which I haven't made yet, but just intending to make a Substack pretty soon, maybe within a couple days or something like that, and maybe the internet can, maybe the internet can, yeah, uh, pay me for next month's rent if the internet is so inclined. I like anthropomorphizing the entire internet. I like referring to the internet as an entity, which is apropos of the short essay that I'm about to read. Okay, so I just kind of wrote this short essay on the Demystify Science podcast. This is episode number 299. It's just the newest episode, and this is time stamped around 43 minutes. So I'm just going to read this, and I don't know if I'm really going to explain it. I think I'll just read it, and I'll just have this video to go with it. I don't know. I thought I should start trying to make videos. I don't know. They've been very online for quite a while now, and this sort of exist in this online world a little bit, but I don't know. I can't really put myself on camera, but I'm sort of trying to anyway, whatever. All right, so I'm not going to explain the context too much. I mean, people can just go to this video that I just mentioned. I'm happy to direct traffic to the Demystify Science podcast channel because it's one of my favorite channels. It's incredibly good. Shout out Stasi and Shiloh. Okay. All right. So over-centralization is the result of a complex of factors. Actually, I should say first, I just put this video at the bottom of a playlist that is kind of like my ridiculous, eccentric. I just switched the camera back to I can see myself now. See how crazy I look. See how bad my lighting is. I don't know. I haven't lived in this apartment very long. I have to still get things set up here. What was I saying? Yeah, well, I just put this video at the bottom of this, I don't know, this kind of like personal exploration, sort of semi-art piece, ridiculous of personal, I don't know, testimonial, that's not correct. It's something like that. And kind of a sociological examination of a kind, or an attempt at such. So, and one of the videos right before this one in the playlist is a recent one from Unheard, where Giannis, don't know his last name right now. I don't know if the idea behind that part of that playlist wasn't entirely clear. I sort of look. I don't like how ethnicity has kind of become a thing in our public discourse. Of course, I don't. But the idea, the commentary there is kind of that, I don't know, it's very interesting, pretty interesting public figure, but has some ideas I don't agree with and is a little too far left. And frankly, I'm sort of also commenting on my own half Southern Italian, not quite Greek, my sort of Mediterranean, and how some of my ideas might seem a little non-isolationist in the era of isolationism, but why is that? Do I have some sort of bias that I want to speak to? I don't think I do. I try to be very aware of it, but I'm sort of examining it and commenting on it, and that's the idea, that I can maybe explain the rest of that playlist to the extent that people can't kind of get the idea in the through line unless I talk about it. But I don't know. I think it's pretty. I tried to make a pretty clear through line and whatever. I'm just going to stop rambling about that now. I'm just going to read this short essay that I have introduced now. Okay, overcentralization is the result of a complex of factors. It has a range of co-occurring social effects combining with scarcity mindset, both with which it is mutually reinforcing. Re-regionalization of supply chains amidst displaced workers from the recent previous era of globalization, along with the location-specific global trend toward immediate precipitous demographic decline, surround the movement away from partial global centralization. This decentralization is warranted, and toward domestic power centralization. The latter form of centralization threatens nationalism now, The latter form of centralization threatens to become a runaway process. This is a concern that I have. I'm primarily referencing centralization of government control. It's related to that, it doesn't say that in the essay, related to that. I'm somewhat agnostic as to whether tech giants fit with some new definition of monopoly, or for that matter with the old one. Probably not. However, drawing from this observation at timestamp, observation made by the demystifiers is just what Shiloh says in this part. And having briefly, superficially begun to self-educate in the area of social physics, I recognize your entire scientific conversation to have direct bearing on the functioning of society. Ascribing agency, delineating perceived nuances and processes defining life, how these are continually environmentally supported and contextualized. I've begun considering the role of semiotic naturalization in these human perceptions. Or more simply reiterated, especially since you mentioned anthropomorphism, there's a kind of social behavioral mirroring within a window which seems to contract in unfamiliar or potentially threatening circumstances. An interesting illustrative fact is that when children are adopted, efforts may be made to place them with caregivers to whom they actually bear a physical resemblance. We see ourselves in people, places, and things, yes, also places and things. Shared language, customs, symbols, rituals, behaviors, appearances, ethnicity. These allow us to recognize ourselves in the social environment and to navigate that environment while reducing neuroticism due to uncertainty and unfamiliarity. The widespread, perhaps somewhat slow-moving societal attitudinal shift towards scarcity mindset resulting, arguably, in a narrower range of agentic attribution accompanies a narrower bandwidth of persons, customs, behaviors, and conventions, anthropomorphically recognizable and thus supportable for overall group cohesion and continued survival. An abstracted discussion of the dynamics through which individuals maintain a kind of control system's equilibrium of perceived agency, accompanying optimal health and functionality. Applicable also for larger group dynamics, can probably be understood as implicit through your entire discussion. It's especially clear at this timestamp. Just parenthetically inserted that part. It's not in the essay. It is likely that increased epigenetic changes result. I don't know about that. It's another parenthetical insertion. It's a suggestion that I'm making. I have no expertise in this field. Okay. It is likely that I should say it's possible that. It is likely that increased epigenetic changes result among cultural ethnic subgroups following from non-deliberate, suppressive impositions, which serve to dampen typical innate behavioral tendencies of subgroups that prove, typical innate behavioral tendencies of subgroups that prove non-recognizable and or maladaptive in a social environment, concurrent with the widely exaggerated tendency towards scarcity mindset. End of essay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm just gonna end this video awkwardly because I don't really know how to make videos. It's a habit to get into to make videos without being awkward, and I can't really do that yet. But whatever. Okay. Goodbye. Thank you for your attention.